What's up, guys? It's Anderson 977 here today to do Toriko chapter 281 review. Now, in this chapter of Toriko, I won't go into the summary because there is some, humorous parts, and I think those parts are best left to the reader when they actually read the chapter. For me personally, it was that, because, sure, it's good for a little fun and humor once in a while, but as I said, it's not necessary for me to review those type of stuff. I actually like them as well. I found it quite funny, but I'm going to analyze other parts of the chapter in this video. So first off, I want to start with Toriko stating that he did in fact meet the Bishokukai boss Midora, right? So back a couple chapters when we see Toriko meet this guy with black flowing long hair, very similar to Star Jones here, right? Actually, that's a similar physical characteristic that Mirror and Star Jones shares. They have the same black long flowing hair. But yeah, back in that chapter, some people could argue that, well, maybe that was Star Jones. No, it's actually confirmed that they did in fact meet Midora. And what does Toriko say? Toriko says that if Midora felt like it, he could destroy the entire world, right? Then he didn't exactly use the word quote-unquote planet, but he said world, meaning not just the human world, but the gourmet world as well, as in their entire planet itself. If he felt like it, he could destroy everything, right? That's how powerful Midora is. He also says that Midora has the most hunger, and he's probably the strongest person in the entire world at this point. Well, no shit, but damn. So Midora not only has an area of effect that can affect the entire human world, because as we know in the world of Toriko, the human world is just a tiny portion of the entire planet. Most of it is the gourmet world, and if Midora felt like it, he could destroy everything. Whoa, that's a big statement. Midora is really powerful, really powerful. So that's interesting to note. And then from there we see them talk some more, and then they went looking for the Daruma Sage, and another humorous some humorous panels and some little humor and whatnot was there and here. But what I want to talk about from there is when they met the gourmet surgeon. Atashino, right? What was pretty startling and what was pretty interesting was that she had this kind of band-aid over her right eye. So it seems that in the showdown that happened, like back couple chapters right before Midora and Ichirayu had their fight, we see that Ichirayu holding this long giant saber, right, with Milk and Atashino behind him. Then Midora shows up, right? Midora and Ichirayu went off to have their fight, so it was just Atashino and Milk that was left here, right? And I think he was with some Nichos. No, yeah, so it was just those two with some Bishokukai members, I think. I'm not sure, I have to refresh my memory about that, but I'm sure that they were there together to get air, right? Some fight went down and we didn't know what happened to them for the longest time. Well, now we found out what actually is the case. Atashino Sensei, right, a gourmet surgeon, able to cure any disease with her kitchen knife, and stated by Sunny to be one of the strongest Bishokuya in the entire human world. She's now missing a right eye. And then we also get to see Milk the first, as in the big strong thick guy who has a very quiet voice that only Zebra can hear. And he's also missing his left arm. So whoa, I mean, things got pretty intense in their fight. and she even states, Atashino Sensei states that they were in fact saved, right? So it seems that in their fight they probably wouldn't have survived if somebody didn't come in and save them. And then we see Milk trying to talk, and then Zebra hearing what he's saying to the others that Milk is now going to explain what happened a year and a half ago and explain to them how they can now get the ingredient here. Explain to them to help them to get the ingredient here. So, whoa. So Milk is going to go in detail about what happened, how the fight went down, hopefully. So hopefully we get to see a flashback of the fight scenes, right? And we get to see who saved them, etc. And most importantly, he's going to explain to them how they can get the ingredient here. So overall, my thoughts on this chapter was a pretty awesome chapter of Toriko. I liked it very much. More so because of the exposition that happened. We get to see Milk and Atashino. For the longest we didn't know what happened to them, right? People would assume that they got taken or that they were dead, but we see that that's not the case. They just got injured pretty badly and they were saved, evidently. So I think it was a pretty awesome chapter. As I said, story progression, we are now moving towards them getting here, and now we get to see a flashback of a fight that we missed out on between Milk and Atoshino Sensei, one of the strongest Bishopian. So that's it, that's my review. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Sayonara.